Hi there, Cindy Walton here to help you out with a problem we all have, irritating people. Now, do you find yourself dropping the F-bomb, cussing more than you'd like to, maybe even taking the Lord's name in vain? Well, I've got a simple solution. One word, three little letters. Covers the entire gamut of any irritating person that's getting under your skin a little bit. And that is ass. Now, up here we have a donkey ass. Basically, we use the term ass when we're referring to someone who's a little bullheaded, set in their ways. Bottom line, irritating. You can't move them unless they want to be moved. Kind of like this guy. But this word, attached with another descriptive word, covers it all. Let me give you an example. We all have that one person, I don't care how educated they are, that you wonder if their mother dropped them on their head when they were little because you just can't make sense of why they do the things they do. This would be referred to as our dumbass. Now, a dumbass is not to be confused with the next ass I'm going to tell you about, and that is a stupid ass. A stupid ass knows better and chooses to do something idiotic and dumb anyway. Yes, the stupid ass. We've all encountered them. We might have some in our own family. Then that brings us to the know-it-all. It doesn't matter if you've been there, they were there before you. It doesn't matter if you had just read it, they saw the scientific evidence weeks ago. They're only always one notch above you, trying to one-up you. That is the wise ass. It's a very irritating one, too. It's one of my least favorite asses. Then we have the person who has that witty little comeback. Sometimes it's cute, more often than not, it's just plain annoying. That would be our smart ass. Now, smart asses, quite often, I hate to say this, but are males. And teenagers as a whole can be real smart asses too. They're wise asses, smart asses, but you get my gist. Pretty well that covers them. Then we have the one that is irritating, comes in all ages, but particularly teenagers, and that is basically our lazy ass. The lazy ass can go into the kitchen, grab something to eat, plop their hind end on a couch, and then ask you, since you happen to be heading that way, would you bring them a bag of chips? The lazy ass can walk over the pile of laundry as if they don't even see it. Lazy ass, that quite often becomes a lifetime problem. So the lazy asses in our life, quite often they stay that way, and you just have to find a way to deal with them. Then you have the ass that I refer to as the crazy ass. Now, the crazy ass is the scary ass. A crazy ass person, you have no idea why they do what they do and when they're going to do it. You quite often don't want to be hanging out on a Saturday night with the crazy ass, or you may find yourself in jail or on a seedy side of town. Then we have the nasty ass. The nasty ass, the best way to sum it up, is just that person you need to stay away from because nothing good comes from being around a nasty ass. Then we have, it's kind of a catch-22. We have the badass. Now, quite often the badass has an exterior that's there. Basically, it's a coping mechanism. But that badass is the tough guy, can take anything, well, male or female, but they can handle anything. Now, on the flip side of a badass, sometimes it is good to be a badass, to have a badass attitude. Sometimes it's exactly what a situation calls for. So it's a judgment call. as to whether or not you are a good badass or a badass as you need to be. Then I'd like to close here with what I call the badasses of all asses. It is basically the ass that covers everything. When you've just fed up, you don't care. It's not your circus. It's not your monkeys. Sometimes it is your circus and it is your monkeys, but you just plain don't give a rat's ass. Rat's ass means leave me alone. I don't care. Do as you please because you're going to do it anyway. Just don't involve me. Well, I hope this has been informative. So next time you're ready to drop that F-bomb, refrain, step back, take a breath, and figure out what ass you happen to be dealing with.